It's just fantastic. Captain's Log, Subdate 210507.8. Curry Night was a rip-roaring success, and crewman Bork now has a mysteriously cybernetic leg after a minor accident with a plasma cutter, which led to it magically vanishing before he could regain his balance. As a consolation, at least the cutter cauterized the now stump. Welcome everyone to This Week at Twitter, or Twat. Today we've got a whole plethora of subjects to go through that I had to condense from about 20, because seriously there was some juicy stuff, but I wanted to give you some nice padding content. A little variety from the usual beauty drama. And of course we're going to start with our random block of the week, because I noticed when Merry and Pippin announced they had a Spotify podcast, which appeared on my newsfeed, I decided to go and have a look at individual profiles to see what people were doing. And as I made my way through the Hobbits, I got to Samwise Gamgee last, and found out I was blocked. Much sadness? Arguably he's the least fun, so there's that. And as a bonus, I'm not blocked by Sir Ian McKellen, so it's a big win! I'm sure it's politics related. And with that in mind, myself and Trups LP upload our political streams on the Moisky Live channel, link below 9:30pm GMT tonight, to Spotify, where we now have 99 followers. Please consider helping us surpass that. Smash it even. Give us a listen, share it about, it would greatly help us. Link below. So to start, we're going to go with Sammy Sue. What is your favourite fictional book? Now, I originally wrote The Bibble because I wanted to be a dick, but then I realised I've never read The Bibble. So I'm going to go with The Last Chances trilogy, written by Gav Thorpe, closely followed by Lord of the Rings, because yes, I do actually like that, and yes, if it wasn't obvious enough, I'm a nerd. Alright. As this is an audience participation question, please consider telling me what your favourite book is that is fictional down below. If someone does write The Bibble, grats for taking my joke. I'm kidding. Say whatever you want. I don't mind. It could be a fictitious fictional book. I don't care. I'll still read the comment. So next we're going to go to a Twitter account called Dudes Taking L's. Accompanying this is a retweeted image coming from a man called Steve Arnott, "You down bad for eternity," to which someone replied, Teresa Sarturu, "You 46 and dressed like Blade." Now I take two issues with this. The first is, I don't ever recall seeing Blade wearing Crocs. Those things are blasphemy. And the second being quite an important one. Wesley Snipes, who portrayed Blade for 1, 2 and Trinity, was in his early 40s when Trinity came out. But you're going to mock someone for an homage? Alright. And I guess in the context of what was tweeted, the only L are those Crocs. The rest of it's fine, really. I would argue Teresa should get an L for criticising someone's dress sense. Who cares how someone dresses? It's hardly a defining factor. Just tells me some people like to live a little more dangerously while wearing leather in the sun. So next I'm going to provide you all with an update to EDP445. Last week I mentioned he got yeeted off YouTube, so he has taken to alternative platforms, Facebook more notably, to promote something. And for this I'm now going to play a clip. Yes, you're going to hear a lot of blanks, because I'm going to actually censor every profanity because he swears a lot.
You tried to take down good old Eat That Pussy 445, but guess what, motherfucker? We still in the flesh. The movement will continue. You have f***ing failed. You feel me? Just like all the rest of these punk ass weak content creating bitch made buster motherfuckers, they have failed. You feel me? Those little punk ass what? In 5, 6,000, 7,000 fucking subscribers and shit. That's your motherfucking lifeblood. You feel me? I could sit back and take a shit. I could take a and pick out 5,000 subscribers. Give it the bro. You can suck dick, failed, and your boy is in the mother flesh. You feel me? So suck my balls, eat my shit, lick my and the Eat That Pussy movement will continue. Website coming soon, you bust ass.
The delusions in this man are so strong, it's like the Force just bends around him. Somewhat interestingly, this very delusion is in fact shared by many of his supporters, who firmly believe he was photoshopped into that video. And no, I'm not joking, here's the bloody proof. Thank you, Justin Wang, for nabbing that one. Oh, and for the sake of it, I'm going to quote Irate Alex. So, if I go to his website, I assume I'll be put on some sort of register. LOL. So to swerve and go in a different direction, I think we should now talk about fat acceptance. I have made my view on this quite clear many times over the near 6 years on this platform. 6-year anniversary on the 9th of June 2021. For this, we're going to go to a post from Cognitive Thought. Baffled by this post. If you're a fat person, know that your body deserves to look great, and not like cottage cheese. This comes from a retweet from iHypocrite, and I think I should now read some of this post to you so you get the full context, and no, I'm not going to fat shame someone. I love how calm yet powerful I look in this picture. I know so many of images of fat people on the mainstream media look weak, sad, and just overall undignified, which is why it's so important to counter that narrative by putting out images of fat people being happy, beautiful, powerful. If you are a fat person, know that your body deserves to look great here and now. I'm going to go ahead and make one very obvious assumption. The first sentence, I love how calm yet powerful I look in this picture. For that to be true, I would like to direct everyone's attention to the left foot, which is pushing out of the side of the shoe. You're so powerful you're tearing your foot from your shoe. And don't even get me started on how your body has managed to accumulate a mass of stuff from the knee up to the waist. That is quite the accomplishment of storage. That's about as far as I'm going to go before I get demonetized. Please, by all means, tell me what you think down below. I am not going to pick on someone for how they look. There is nothing inherently wrong with being overweight or being what has been referenced in the Instagram post, fat. There really isn't. You can be powerful, you can be dignified, and to those who find this sort of thing attractive, you can be beautiful too. But for the sake of it, if you're going to pass off a positive message, might I recommend you make sure it's an accurate one. I'm sure someone else is going to in the comments say this, so I'll just say it now. The only thing in this image that makes you powerful is the fact you're able to stand up. Well, that felt harsh. Can I take that back? No, screw it, it's staying. To move on from that, we're going to go to Chrissy Mayer. How to tell if a woman isn't getting any dick.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Ooh, Marissa, we're gonna know. Especially when you documented your entire trip with travel dates. I recognize this seat back. You flew Southwest, right? Great, so I forwarded all of that to Southwest Airlines, and Anna made sure to tell me that they will pass it along to the appropriate leaders. So if you get marked as a flight risk, it was me. But wait, bestie, I'm not done. We need to discuss the other problematic shit on your page. Like the vaccine misinformation where you claim nursing babies are dying and women are hemorrhaging by association. Or the medical misinformation where you counsel people on taking unregulated supplements when you're not legally allowed to. Or how about praising domestic terrorism on the day of the insurrection? Or the racism where you compare marginalized groups of people to aliens and dolphins. Or when you deny racism altogether as some form of government control, while highlighting your white fragility. Like, we get it, you don't give a shit about anybody but yourself.
And yes, that video was from TikTok. Just for the sake of it, two things really bug me. The first is this is a glaring statement for how TikTok operates. I was forewarned, TikTok users are renowned for doxing, something which, as an unwritten rule on the internet, the vast majority do not tolerate. There are some that do, yes, but the majority do not. The second is, oh my god, how much of a Karen could you be? It's pathetic. People like you existing are why people like me make videos. Because we want to put people like you on blast for poor decisions. Which is ironic, except for one key thing. I'm telling you and criticizing you. I am not going to your employer. Because as it turns out, I want you to have a job. I want you to have a livelihood, and I would never seek to take anything away from you that you already have, or prevent you from getting anything else that would make your life better. Next, we're going to go to Nick Fuentes, and I only saw this because of Sithy. Nick Fuentes was a bit upset recently because he went to McDonald's to get a cheeseburger, I think. I can't tell. Their slop all looks the same to me. And he presented these pictures. What the F is this at McDonald's? Now the answer is, it's Manky McDonald's, but upside down. So what you are doing is showing us the bottom bun of the burger. Air quotes around the word burger. I prefer slop. And complaining because it looks a little toasty. Those cheeseburgers most people I know only eat when they need something to fill the gap in their stomach, not because they seek any nutrition. Because, as is well established, there is zero nutritional value in a McDonald's slop burger. But you had to complain because it looked a little burnt. Others pointed out that you were merely posting a picture of it upside down. I think you took it out, turned it over, complained at that. But I could be wrong. So to the final subject, and this one's interesting because it's been reported by a few, Philip DeFranco more notably, and I will be linking his video down below on the subject. As many of you will know, Jake Paul had a, air quote, fight with Ben Askren, where he annihilated him. It was streamed through Triller, exclusively. The H3 podcast made some claims that he had pirated, so Ethan Klein, and shared the Paul versus Askren, air quotes, fight.
But I don't know why the ref called it. I just found that the obscene.
You know what?
Like, I waited
I felt that way.
fucking long for that.
You watched?
I watched the whole. I bootlegged it. I pirated it. 1.5 million pay-per-view orders. I didn't pay for that shit. I almost did, but Ian came through with the link. Daddy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna play cool.
You didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't do anything.
Triller have taken legal action against a number of people who pirated it, more notably the H3 podcast website. There are fines involved in this, by the way, up to $150,000. Now, Ethan Klein has gone to deny this. The problem is, he's been caught out by his own tweets that he went on to delete, his own comments that he also went on to delete, meaning he's kind of been busted by the internet because while he keeps forgetting this as he continues to grow and forget about all the people that used to find him funny, the internet is forever. You deleting a tweet doesn't make the tweet go. Archive and Wayback Machine have existed for a long time, and they will continue to exist to archive your colossal stupidity. It to me is quite funny, especially when you consider all the current cases going on that people are talking about. James Charles more notably, but nothing's really happening. EDP445, nothing's really happening. But Ethan Klein gets caught out pirating a stream, and he gets done, which is quite funny, considering all the videos he's been dumping on James Charles recently, with his friend Trisha, and their bitch Def Noodles. Anyway, as we're done, I'd like to know what you all think, so please do let me know in the comments down below. If I don't see you tonight for the political recap stream, or on Twitch tonight for some Assassin's Creed. I hope you'll have a fantastic Friday and subsequent weekend, and thank you all very much for listening.